Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to another rousing edition of Rogus Plays Nice. A game where, a series where we all get to learn about how to work together, play as a team, treat each other with respect, and basically be more decent human beings. Today, we're going to be learning about a particular aspect, actually, specific to Heroes of the Storm, but kind of a way that, well, people tend to kind of lose focus sometimes, and this one is going to be about the core gets low and people go a little crazy. So my team actually does win. I'm on the red team this game, and the game goes very well in our favor, and then we almost throw it just massively. So let's get an introduction to our characters. As always, I have anonymized the names of our players so nobody gets dissed on the internet because it's way too common and super uncool. Guys, don't do that. So we've got Diablo, Tassadar, Nova, and Zagara and Thrall on the blue team. On the red team, we have also Tassadar. This is a quick match. Muradin, Azmodan, Murky, and Nova again. So there you go. So we got some even matchups as far as, matching heroes, but we're going to start off, as one might expect. Azmodan's got all of his pushing going on. Murky's going to do a lot of pushing, so we're going to have some pretty interesting, probably split pushing going on. And it'll make it particularly interesting since, Battlefield of Eternity is so much about these mid-team fights, which I absolutely adore. It's such a great way to kind of change the dynamic between maps, and this is one of my favorite maps now. It's really, really fun. And so Murky is actually very common nowadays on this map because he gets to push so successfully and occasionally interrupt in the middle fights. But as you can tell, since we're going to have two specialists and they're going to do a lot of pushing probably, we're going to have some very interestingly lopsided midfield battles. I'm not quite sure how that's going to turn out, so that'll be really interesting to see. As you can tell, so far we've just kind of like pushed back and forth. Novas have done some pot shots. Nobody's really gotten in any serious danger, but there we go. Oh, snap. Nova bit it. Murky is still doing his thing. Azmodan is still doing his thing. Oh no, Azmodan's going to pull in. And there we go. We're going to get some team fight action going on here in the middle. And, a lot of times people will try to defend. It looks like red team is defending theirs first, and blue team is being aggressive. Just totally cool. As noted, they, frankly, probably should do that since they know that there's a lot of push on red team and not necessarily so much on blue team. I mean, they got Zagara, and that's a pretty heavy push if they're using it. They also have, lots of sight, so they can be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to, pushing, because they don't have to worry as much about, sneaky defenders coming in from behind. But, Zagara only dropped one. In fact, Zagara has almost no creep on the map. I'm not really sure what that's about. Note to Zagara players, you should probably be dropping a lot of creep. That vision is so huge. Her role a lot of times is to, in fact, create vision for people. I mean, she can do so much more. She's really powerful, but that vision is a core component of what she offers on a lot of maps. So here we go. Blue team is, as I expected, doing their thing. Although they are defending right now instead of pushing on the red team's immortal. And red is gonna push top. Murky went back into the mix, so I guess Murky's doing his thing. Yeah, he got out of that. And red team is managing to hold tight, just not really doing any damage, which is great for red team. I mean, blue team really needs to be paying attention to this game because, red is just up here pushing while the rest of red just plays delaying action because blue went to defend, even a 5v4 defense. I mean, maybe if they could have gotten a kill out of that, but red, thankfully, intelligently, did not do a lot of hard pushing to get that immortal down. They instead just kind of like pulled back and kept them busy, and that push went decently well. It was a good start up here. Azmodan finally joining in on the fight since the action came up towards the top, and as you can see, blue team got it down to half, so there's a little bit more pressure to kind of do something. But thankfully, since blue team got so low there, Red Team decided to take advantage of the opportunity to just kind of jump in and make a pretty substantial gain there. That definitely put Red Team ahead. I doubt they're going to pull it off since Blue Team has now come back into the action, and Red Team is now on the retreat. So Blue Team is probably going to knock this Immortal down and whatnot, push with that. But, they did enough damage to the Blue Immortal. It's lower than the Red still, just barely, that's not going to be as effective when they start pushing. So this is a really, really good thing. And then Mmkay went and grabbed Mercs down there because that's what he does so well. He's just, he disappeared and added lane pressure down here. That's wonderful. That was an amazing move right there. And so we're going to have Red pushing bottom even while Blue, I don't know where this Immortal is going to go. Blue's Immortal is going to come down here as well. So, okay, so Red's going to push. Red's going to push, in the same lane that Blue's going to push. That's cute. And Asmodean has declared that he's going to push top at the same time. That's one thing that I consider really important about this map, in fact, is that you really got to soak the XP in both lanes. A lot of times people will kind of ignore that part. Wow, they knocked that Immortal down fast. I mean, I guess he had low shield to begin with. But Asmodean kind of staying up there also forces some of their the opposing team to kind of come in block, especially a specialist like Asmodean from pushing too hard, uncontested. So that lowers the impact of the Immortal trying to push down there because they don't have as many people because they got to defend Asmodean or whoever. So that worked out really well. And Red actually got a bigger push on that than Blue, even in the same lane as the Immortal. That's quite the trick right there. So, man, Specialists can win games. There's no lying. This game is about pushing until you hit the core and smashing it down. And Specialists are amazing at pushing. So many times I see people kind of get a little angsty when they see double spec or even triple spec. I've actually won games with quadruple spec, although that was not intentional. That was an accident one time. And that's the sort of thing where there could be in the same spirit of teammate-ery, there could be a little bit more appreciation of the varied approaches to this game. There are different ways to play this game than just 3 DPS or 1 spec and 2 DPS and then a tank and a healer. People are winning games with all kinds of builds, and the thing it really boils down to is how people play their heroes. Because if you're good at these heroes, you can definitely do some pretty impressive work. At this point in time, Chen, for example, is not normally an especially strong hero, but so he's not very commonly played. But I have seen some amazing players with Chen, just really incredible stuff. Thankfully, no one really complains about Chen, but man, I see a lot of people complain about Mmkay, and even at higher levels, higher ranks, it's a little surprising that people don't necessarily realize how effective somebody playing well at certain heroes can be. It is, granted, more challenging with some heroes. There's just a higher level of skill required, but sometimes those heroes can then take you higher. Oh, Asmodean's going to push and successfully knock that lane down, which is going extremely well. Blue managed to... I don't even know what Blue was doing there because Red just went and got their Immortal, got the Immortal that they needed to down to half-life, and I don't think Blue's touched theirs for a scratch. Thankfully, Asmodean definitely distracted. And wow, I think Asmodean's even going to escape. Diablo failed to pick him up. Oh man, it took 2 of their heroes to try and gank him, and they did not succeed. So wow, look at that. Red team, even with Asmodean pushing that top lane, got a perfect Immortal out of that. Oh man, and Diablo did not block Nova's triple tap. So there you go, down goes Tassadar, who's usually pretty hard to kill. Tassadar, I guess maybe was on cooldown for his E or didn't pop it, but man, when he goes into whatever his disappearing act is called, I can't remember off the top of my head, then he can escape really easily a lot of times. So that was pretty impressive, and Nova's triple tap frequently would not have worked there, but yeah, that turned out beautifully for Red team, and in fact the Immortal is pushing bottom, but Asmodean is not satisfied and is pushing top some more still. So that they had to defend up there. And look at that, you know, they knocked down this tower down here, and this tower's going down. Fort up on both sides, just completely fine. Everything's going great. Nobody's really pushing back on red very hard at all right now. We're 3 levels ahead, 9 minutes into the game. This is going beautifully for red. So, yeah, you know, get ready for it to get dragged out by a lot of low core suiciding. It's just not a good plan, guys. You know, as I think one guy says in this game, I've definitely heard it somewhere. You know, treat it as if this core was at 100%. Everybody just do what you were doing. I mean, like, look at this. We're doing great. Red team is being incredibly successful here. I mean, Zagara is doing some strange stuff with her creep, but I don't think that this Zagara is playing to her strength, shall we say. So this is, wow, Mmkay is actually going to pull it off. Oh, man, so close. Mmkay almost got that Merc camp. That would have been awesome. But no, good try, Mmkay. And so here we go, going to keep pushing. Azmodan, of course, going for the dunk build and working that boosting pool and pushing on the bottom lane now, because I guess the top lane, you know, knock down a tower, knock down a gate. You know, seems like bottom is a good place to go. Sure, why not? And oh, this is going to go very badly for Azmodan at this point, I suspect. Thrall right behind him can just lightning him any chance he wants. Although Tassidar's, you know, doing his thing. Wow, I can't believe they turned that around. That was awesome. Oh man, and their Nova has to run because she can't really do much. Oh, exposed. But, you know, Azmodan is still very close to death. Is he serious? Okay, yeah. I thought he was about to go for Mercs. Yeah, he's backing. That's the smart choice for sure. That was impressive. That was very nice. That worked very well for those guys. And Diablo is not necessarily the world's best target for Nova. I'm not quite sure what Nova had in mind there, but I guess, you know, why not? There were 3v1-ish until everybody started coming back, so now we're defending against these Mercs up here, and this is going to go... This is a good choice. This is going well. Look at that. Now we've got the Immortals up. Blue is definitely on the defense down here. Oh man, Muradin and Nova almost took down Diablo. Red Specialists, Mmkay and Azmodan just kind of doing their own thing up there. Red is already pushing down that Immortal, and what is Blue doing? Blue is not being successful. Oh, I guess Blue is trying to defend all of a sudden, but they came in a little late. I mean, they're gonna do okay. Oh no, and there goes Thrall. That was not what they needed right at that moment. Oh wait, Mmkay grabbed somebody. I hear that. Where are you? Oh, he must have already died. Was that Tassadar? I don't even know. I couldn't find him. So there we go. We got good action going on here. Obviously, we just hit the midpoint with Red taking down that Immortal. Oh, Muradin's gonna bite it. Oh, that was cold. But Diablo? Nope, Diablo's fine. And Mmkay might get Diablo. Oh, there we go. That was beautiful. And goodbye, Nova. That was wonderful. Azmodan with his walking laser. And, oh man, almost got Zagara, but not quite. Nova's gonna go down. And Azmodan is looking in bad shape as well at this point. Yep, there you go. Thrall had to use that ult, but whatevs. And Mmkay still doing his thing defending. And yeah, right now Blue might... Well, no, Blue's still got 2 people down. I mean, Red's got the same, but it's not hopeless or anything like that. Yeah, it's pretty even at this point. Oh wow, look at that Tassidar's move. That was great. Nicely played. Took down the opposing Tassadar. So right now, you know, Blue's definitely going to be a little aggressive because they should and they can, because they're fighting against everybody else is dead or respawning. Yeah, Azmodan just came back. Mmkay is down, but, you know, who cares? It's Mmkay. Oh, wow, he didn't die. That's amazing, and he got the Octograb, but oh, and Tassadar followed it up, even though the guy escaped the Octograb. Oh, Zagara went down. That was awesome. And Diablo doing the Diablo thing quite well right there. That was actually a really good push in there. But, you know, 2v4, well, really 2v5, even if Tassadar was running away there, that was not going to go well. And now 2 people down. At levels 14 and 16, people are gone for at least 30 seconds, and yeah, that's going to go very poorly because 3v5 for these immortals, you know, red is definitely going to take it. So this is looking pretty grim for blue right here. Oh, and Mmkay's going to take down that immortal right there. That's how Mmkay gets those sneaky moves right there. Oh, and Tassadar. Oh, nice job, Diablo. Nice job, Diablo. Took that hit, so Tassadar managed to escape. And now it's going to go back to pushing. We're going top lane with the immortal. Oh, Nova's returning the trade. Oh, got it. Oh, but Mmkay got her. Yeah, that's not going to go so well then. Oh, Nova got out. Yeah, okay. But while the immortal pushes top, Azmodan's going to push bottom. Because, yeah, that's what he does. Oh, I didn't quite get all of them off of that dunk. Probably got some decent stacks, though. And there we go. The immortal is pushing up here. We got... Diablo died and didn't respawn instantly because he didn't have enough souls. But the rest of them are doing their job to try and stop the immortal. But nobody's coming to stop Azmodan. That's pretty foolish. I mean, the immortal is great and all, but you know they've got Muradin foolishly suiciding. You know, trying to defend that immortal, but. His suicide was not in vain because he kept them distracted long enough for Azmodan to completely demolish that bottom tower, and or fort rather. And then they retreat, which is smart, in my opinion. That is definitely the right move right there. You know, get your pushes, get some damage done, and pull back. Grab some mercs. Why not? Yeah, this is a great time for mercs. You know, they did the push. The enemy is, you know, trying to chase after them, regroup, trying to figure out what's happening next. You know, at this point. We've got the gate down here in the middle, so Nova can roam free. Red can push down here. Oh, look at that. They're going to take Nova down on blue. Oh, maybe Thrall. Oh, Zagara tried to... Oh, wow, Zagara almost, you know, hit that one. But there they go. They got that. Escaped. Tassadar on blue team is doing some serious damage. Oh, man. Azmodan dumped it on Diablo, which is not necessarily the best choice because Diablo can just soak all of that tank. But Azmodan's not doing terribly because there was, you know, he was basically the only target. Here where we are. Ah, nobody's pushing top, but we got some mercs doing their thing. Zagara's still dropping creep very poorly. Sorry, Zagara. And oh, Nova almost got Tassadar. Oh, and Muradin got her. Him rather. There we go. Diablo went down. And Mmkay traded for that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and Nova managed to pull off that duel at low life. Oh, and Thrall ulted the clones, the holograms. That was brilliant. Looks like Nova's going to get exposed anyway, perhaps. Although Mmkay coming in from behind for the rescue. Can he pull it off? Yep, that's going down. Oh, man, Thrall, poor guy. So here we go. Looks like this is going to be the final push. Or at least... one would hope so. Here we go. Azmodan's going to push that top while they're going to grab the immortal. It's a pretty straightforward process at this point. I mean, like, the immortal's right there. They're all dead. All you got to do is grab it, and Azmodan smashes that fort to pieces with ease. Nicely done, Asmo. And that immortal looks like they decided to go for that Nova. Yeah, there you go. Oh, almost got that Nova. And Mmkay is taking the immortal by himself. Oh, I guess Muradin went down to do something. I don't know, chasing or whatever. And Azmodan is doing his thing. Oh, he's retreating now, but he's probably going to die because Diablo got that toss quite successfully. Yep, that's not going to go well. Oh, he tried to do some damage to the tower while he was going down. Why not? Why not? And but you know, at the same time, that meant that blue team was completely ignoring their immortal. And we'll see where that goes. Oh, Mmkay with the hit. Oh, and Zagara goes down. Mmkay bubbles and gets out. That's beautiful. Oh, and he dies, but whatever. That's Mmkay. That's kind of his job. And blue team has done almost no damage, if any, at all to their immortal. But they did just get that kill. That was not nothing. And Mmkay is right back, of course. And yeah, there we go. They're going to do their thing as they should. No more defending for them. Oh, Nova's sticking around just in case. But counter Nova. Haha. And there you go. Got stunned by the immortal. And Nova drops her holograms and runs away quite successfully. Mmkay is still doing his thing. Oh, Tassadar is going to try and finish that off. They're not. Blue team is not killing the Immortal right now. They're just defending, which is, you know, probably smart, but hard to say. Maybe leave one guy to defend and then just at least try to lower the opposing Immortal. But I know if Mmkay keeps doing this, dropping his puffer fish. Oh man, that was actually a surprisingly good Apocalypse right there from Diablo. And Thrall almost got taken down, but you know at that point, oh look at this, look at this. Yep, there you go. Azmodan gets him. Azmodan got the Immortal, and yeah, blue team didn't do a whole lot of damage to Red's Immortal, so as a result, he's probably going to be, yeah, he's reasonably beefy. That's like, you know, 70% of his shield, and blue's going to be defending. Oh, he's going top. So they're, oh wow, they did some damage. I mean, red team is down a couple of people, right? Like, so that's not the worst case for them to be in. They can defend relatively successfully. I mean, at this point, there's no chance for them to come back. You would think. Oh, you would think. No, we still win, but man, wow, we almost lose. Because we've got absolutely everything. I think at the very beginning they did some pushing, but since then, I don't think blue team has pushed a single thing. It's gone very, very badly for them, and it's just been a decimation so far. So where are we? We've got the Immortal is now pushing. Minions are down here doing their thing. We're 2 down on red side, so this is definitely a dangerous time to push. But Mmkay is the perfect guy to do it. Look at this. We even call GG. Oh, Mmkay just got squashed. But he did drop that. Oh, look at that. The health is down to 25% on the core, 24%. That's a tempting target. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Blue team's like, hey, or red team is like, hey, we can do this. We're just going to run right in. Look at that. Oh, 3%. Tassadar, poor guy. That was almost it. Azmodan calls GG again. Unfortunately, wrong again. Oh, man, that was so close. Mmkay tries to run in, gets demolished. There's still a tower. There's nobody else supporting him. So look at this. What? Oh, that's not so good. I will blur that out. Huh. I'm supposed to have changed that, but apparently I did not. That's very uncool. Huh. Oh well. I will do something there to make sure that you don't see that. I apologize. Everybody's got to be anonymous in this. And I guess I missed something in there. Strange. Very strange. Where were we? Yes, Mmkay trying to make his mad dash. Azmodan trying to make the mad dash. Look at this, 3% health. But there are shields left on this. Oh, he takes down the tower at least, because, man, that tower is definitely making it harder to do these pushes. Yeah, see? Everybody wants to go in and get the that final kill. So look at this. It's just a mad rush. Everybody's in all 3 lanes going off and doing their thing, just trying to push hard, and it's not gonna work. Oh, but now, thankfully, hopefully, maybe somebody is gonna put a little bit of smarts into it. No, Nova's hanging out because Nova knows that Red is going to try to do this last minute gank, and so Nova's defending in hopes that Red will continue to do their crazy suicide, pushes where they just rush in and kill themselves. Thankfully, Red at this point, oh man, somebody's pinging. Yeah, see, there's this desperate, angsty desire to run in there, but of course, Red is just going to bite it. Yeah, it was guaranteed. There's a shield. The shield is what prevents this from, working. This strategy is completely stopped by the fact that the shield regenerates on the core, because one hero cannot go in there and easily demolish that shield. I mean, obviously it's possible, but it's not easy. So, yeah, there's a lot of desperation about getting this core to go down. A lot of suiciding. A lot of people just running in there. Mmkay doing it. Nova doing it. All of them forgetting, hey, there's a shield. You need at least 2 people. This is... Nova just only not... Yeah, there you go. You're feeding it. Yeah, and that is a fact. Look at that. Blue team actually got ahead on level as a result of all of that feeding. So look at that, and now it's down 4 people this late in the game. That is potentially a game-ending move because blue team just got their immortal. 3 people down. Okay, Mmkay comes back quickly enough, but this could easily turn into a reverse push, and they could win. It could. Don't do this, boys and girls. Do not do the mad rush on the core. Yeah, okay, it's very tempting. Yeah, just play like normal. Yep, see? Right like Mmkay said. Just act like the core is at 100% because, wow, I almost wish I had counted every single one of those deaths after the core hit 3% because it was a lot. And it was just all one guy at a time, one hero at a time, running in by themselves, thinking, oh, I'll just suicide bomb it, and that'll be the end. But, man, look at this. They've managed to push down here. They knocked down 1 for it. I mean, granted, this is not the end of the game right here with what they're doing. But it could have been. It very easily could have been. If they got a kill or 2 in here all of a sudden, they could have pushed and just kept pushing because the respawn timers are so high at this level. It would have been over a minute per character, per hero to respawn, and 4v5 or 3v5, it would have gone very badly. Look at this, the Immortal is still going, and they just knocked down that lane. If Red had lost 1 or 2 people, that would have been the end of the game. I mean, they would have completely reversed it, all because of those suicides. So please, 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 when you are playing, I like that advice. Just act like the core is at 100%. I mean, obviously it's not always true, but as soon as the shield is up, you cannot go one man. You cannot. It won't work unless you're, I don't know, completely abandoned by the enemy and your hammer or something like this. But that worked out. That worked out great for Red to just say, okay, take a breath, stop, pull back. They just pushed this entire lane very successfully, but we managed to kill 2 of them, and like I said, that 3v5, that's the end, right? Like, we managed, it even took that long, we even lost people. It took us that long to get that last hit. I mean, granted, we tried to kill people at the end, which was probably not ideal. We really should have just pushed and, let a couple die, because you would think that would be the good choice, but hey, we had lots of practice at that already, so, frankly, I think that, we made the right choice and everything worked out great. So, lesson learned. Take care, everybody.